And joining me now is Layla Elabed, co-founder of the Uncommitted movement. That's a group that encouraged Democrats to vote uncommitted during the Democratic primaries in protest of President Biden's handling of the Israel-Hamas war. Layla, thank you so much for joining us. Look, Vice President Harris's office has made clear that she does not support an arms embargo on Israel, and you spoke with her when she was in Michigan last week. Did you get a sense of what her policy is when it comes to the handling of the war, and do you think her approach will be any different than President Biden's?
Yeah, what I seen was that Vice President Harris is very empathetic, very sympathetic to our movement, to our cause. But right now, that is not enough. That is not enough for Michigan voters, and that is not enough for uncommitted voters. And really what we need right now is we need Vice President Harris to take a page away from Biden's current policy and use this opportunity to unite this fractured party over an immoral and unpopular Gaza policy. And so right now, voters are, part of Uncommitted, part of the ceasefire movement, are asking and demanding, what are you going to do to earn our vote, and offer us a more humanitarian policy on Gaza?
And Layla, as you know, the vice president was interrupted by pro-Palestinian protesters during that rally in Detroit. Let me play some of that and get your reaction.
Because we believe in democracy. Everyone's voice matters, but I am speaking now. You know what? If you want Donald Trump to win, then say that, otherwise I'm speaking.
Layla, what do you make of that? And what's your response to this idea that these protests are helping Donald Trump?
I really wish Vice President Harris's reaction was different and more empathetic and more compassionate, like she was with me when I had the opportunity to engage with her briefly right before she was on the stage of that rally. And for those protesters, those are peaceful protesters who, are using their voice to advocate for human rights. They don't have a multi-million-dollar super PAC to advocate for them. And they are there at that rally to signal to Vice President Harris that we are Democratic voters. We are voters in your camp, and we want you to, earn our votes, and we want to know how you will earn those votes.
And Layla, earlier this year when we saw those protests on college campuses, Trump has said that he would want to deport international students involved in those demonstrations. So, look, his policies don't appear any more palpable. I want to ask you a question that I asked some of the voters that I spoke with in Michigan last week, and I've been speaking with them over the last several months, is that, do you view this as having to vote for the lesser of two evils, perhaps when it comes to Vice President Harris? And for those in your organization or your movement, if you vote third party, is that not handing the election to Donald Trump?
And right now, our movement is about pushing the Democratic Party, pushing Vice President Harris to offer our voters, Democratic voters, a more humane policy on Gaza. That's why we're not advocating for third party. That is why, folks, protesters at that rally, were at a Harris rally, not a Trump rally, saying, listen to our voices, listen to our demands. We need a better policy so we can get behind you in November so we can combat another 4 years of a Trump policy.
And Layla, Democrats will gather for the convention in Chicago next week, of course. What does the Uncommitted movement plan to do with its delegates? And will anyone from your movement get any speaking time?
Uncommitted delegates going into the DNC are representing anti-war voters, and they will be there to ensure that their voices will be heard. We have demanded that we have speaking time for our uncommitted delegates and for our uncommitted leaders, as well as civil servants who have been on the front lines in Gaza, like Dr. Tanya Haj Hassan, who is a renowned pediatric intensive care physician who can speak to the very human impact of our U.S. policy decisions.
So, Layla, you've asked for speaking time. Have you gotten any speaking time yet?
We haven't received, if uncommitted leaders or Dr. Tanya Haj-Hassan will receive that speaking time that we've demanded.
So you don't know yet, or a week out?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we're a week out. We don't know yet.
Is that troubling to you that you haven't been told any of the plans yet?
It is. We are hoping, because these are Democrats, these are delegates under the Democratic Party, we will respect the proceedings of the DNC, but our voices will be heard nonetheless.
Layla Elabed with the Uncommitted movement. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.